So there's a new update today on the 31st, challenge mode, and a few other good things. So 10 new challenges in the challenge mode, which that in and of itself is a great addition. Good way to learn the game and some other stuff. They've added bots to challenge mode, which makes for a lot more challenging fun. The game has a survival tutorial now, which I will be running to test out how the first tile starting square works, just to get an idea of it, because some people have thousands of freaking profile world saves and probably don't want to restart the game to find out. And others have never played the game and would be a bad idea to see how they would have to go about playing the game. Optimization's never a bad thing. Yeah, the ragdoll effect used to lag the game pretty bad, so they've optimized it so that you can have more fun in survival and other areas. So that's cool. And mod support. This is actually pretty huge for a lot of the mod makers and stuff thereof, so that's awesome. But yeah, they've created a mini golf that multiplayers can play in the challenge mode or whichever it is. There's a right here. To show that off, we went ahead and made our little mod called Scrap Mechanic Golf. To play it, download it from the workshop, then head to the Game Mode selection and click the new Custom Games button in the upper right hand corner. That sounds like fun. Might have to play some scrap golf. And then this is one of the mod maker's mods. Not exactly sure the creator of this one, but I'm guessing it's Dr. Pixel Plays, maybe. And this I've seen quite a bit played from Moonbow and a few others, which is actually really kind of cool. Not a big Raft fan myself, but from watching it, I can tell it's a whole new game compared to Raft Mechanic or Scrap Mechanic. So that in and of itself is a great deal. And as you can see, 647 likes, rate ups. Well, one of those is mine, of course, but that shows that from 2016 when the game came out to this day, this game is still growing, still being in development, still improving. There is a chapter 2 coming, which they plan to add into this game rather than making a new game, which means this game is going to continue to keep getting better and better and better. So if you ain't got the game, get it and get on with it. It's a lot of fun and it can only get better from here. So I'll see you in the game. Alright, so to test the new tutorial thing, start a new world. And here we are. Never seen the fly-in before. That's pretty cool. That is way cool. I like that. Is your head hurt, little buddy? Getting started. Extinguishing the fire. As per normal, we run down here and there is a couple of buckets. I'm just going to take my time between them so that you can see what is what as we go. Oh, somebody's coming running. Hey, dude. What's up? How's it going? And there's always another bucket up here, so be sure to come and grab that as well. And then there's plots. Alright, let's go extinguish a fire. Or at least some of it. Oh, nice. Alright, so they want us to put this one out. And a couple of these. And we need more water. Usually it's 4 or 5 buckets worth. And there is a third bucket just down the path up on the what some would call the treehouse. That building there is a bucket. But the main thing is we need a battery to put in here to restore power. And that is how you activate the ship, which means you have to go down there and get that. Alright, but they also give you this stuff and a couple of sun shakes to munch on and these little handles you can grab, nothing else. And there is some goodies in here you can grab, including the locker. And these are your spawn point beds, which if you die, this is where you'll spawn at. These lights are also grabbable. But for now, let's continue the quest. We'll hold off on that because that's a little later. And I prefer to leave the chest until the way back because your inventory tends to get pretty full. And you'll be coming back down here to leave anyway, so not a big deal. And they don't despawn until you open them. Alright, let's climb the stairs and get another water bucket. And we'll climb this little path again and go fight another one or two of the green tote bots. Gather up some scrap arms and supplies. Alright, just the one guy, not a bad deal. And this is where we find the scrap arms. And I usually time-lapse that for everybody. It's usually 12 to 13 swipes and it's taken care of. A bearing! We need that. And this is where you find the battery. Simply right-click, and it's in your inventory. Mission accomplished. Sometimes there's a chest down there as well. So you just gotta run around till you find them. There's some more arms up here. Back in the corner. As we cruise around, we can find a way up. Another chest over here. Getting lots of seeds. Another bearing. That's 2. And then usually if you look up, you can see there's an edge and a hole. Find roughly where the hole is and place down your lift. Hop on it and use the arrow keys. Ah, I'm not sure if I got stuck on that or not. Probably. Yep, can't get up there. Okay, wait. We'll just have to find another spot. So. Alright, I'm not seeing a box in here, but sometimes there is up top as well. Always worth it to take a look. Carrots and beets. Num num num. Now you can get up on the roof, but 9 out of 10 times there is never anything up there. And there is fall damage, but one floor is not enough to cause damage. So feel free to jump down when you feel like it. And as you can see, there's nothing here. Alright, we are done up here. Unless there's something up there, which at times there is. Sometimes there's not. Very random. Alright, so let's make it back to the ship. And we can gather some goodies on the way. You gotta look up in there, because sometimes there's some up there as well. Where the chest spawns, usually pretty random. But there's usually a reasonably set amount between here and the ship. Sometimes you'll get tires, sometimes you'll get bearings, all of which is extremely useful. Like here is one of the scrap tires. And depending on your inventory, you're also going to want to grab these trees when you get that far before you leave the area, because you will use them. And then if you come up off the back side of the ship, there's another little area just over here. Usually at least one chest, sometimes two. And then while you're on this side of the ship, there's occasionally another one. Thought I heard something. Oh, there's another one. And I do hear a robot. Where is he? Must be off in the field over there. Yeah, I hear him. Should we go find him? We need his metal anyway. See another chest. We'll grab it. Yeah, another point of interest over there off of the cliff, if you feel like dropping down to get it. But this end of the map is the edge of the map. You start in the bottom left-hand corner of the world. Alright, I hear you. Where you at, buddy? Where you at? Well, he must have been close, because he killed the walk. That's walk meat. He has to be around here somewhere. Ooh, hunger and thirst. Yeah. I'll leave that up for a second, let you take a read on that. While we're here, we'll get some more water. Alright, so we need a battery. So press the I button, grab your inventory. Make sure it's selected. And then if you come up off the back side of the ship, there's another download logbook intel, which is this guy, and find the mechanic station. Now to do that, you press the L button, brings up the log, and then from here you get some information about the crash ship. Click on the mechanic station and it'll tell you some other funny stuff. You can set the waypoint, and it's usually always in the same direction, that way, which we will get to when we get that. Alright, so now this is a builder's guide. This is the new tutorial piece. You pick that up and place that there, and it tells you what you need and where to place it. Like here it is saying place wood in this section. Currently we have no wood, so we have to take down a tree. And as you can see, they turn into sticks, and then you refine them, which again takes 12, 13 little swipey things. So I am going to time-lapse past taking down the tree. Alright, so I've taken down a tree and I've gotten 180 blocks, and there is a quicker, faster way to get wood, but you will still need 100 of them. So you find a square to start with, you press and hold the left mouse button and drag, and as soon as you let go, you build. So you find your spot and drag it. But, oh, okay. So you gotta put it up in the air, make sure you're connected, oops, to where it wants you to be. It's asking for bearings, which we happen to have 3 of at the moment. And this will be for the steering. And seems we still need some, and we don't have them. We also need some tires in order to continue. Plus we need a seat and a motor. So we have to find some more, or make some more. And that is where there's a tire. This little guy comes in handy, where you can build the motor, the seat, and this is where you see how much it costs to make them. And you're gonna definitely want this tool right away as soon as you get a chance. Keep an eye on your thirst. You will get hungry. But before you go and just start making things out of here, it is best to go back down the road and take out the first point of interest, because you may find more of what you need. Okay, we have a seat. We do not have enough metal to make the motor, so we will have to go down there. We do have enough to make the tool, so we will do that. There is a button and a light, spuds and some cardboard kind of useful. I got burnt, did. Dang it. But these little metal bars come in handy as well, eventually. And you can also take this little locker, which has 4 spaces in it, that you can put onto your machine out there and have some storage. And some of these other items you're welcome to take if you feel like you want to. Alright, so right now we still need a motor, which means we need circuit boards and metal. But we do have another tire, but we do not have bearings. We do have a seat, so let's put a seat in its place. Just like so. Alright. So normally most people start the game, they come down here and they take this building apart, which gives plenty of wood and some other scrap items and all of this stuff from the wheelbarrow, which gives you a tire. Oops, wrong button. And a bearing. And a whole bunch of little pipes and tubes and more seeds and soils and lots of other stuff you're definitely going to eventually need. And just like building, if you just hold the button and drag it, it connects. Alright, I can leave the rest of that because I don't really need any of it. I would like to grab all the soil and bring up front because we will be grabbing it. Then rather than having to come back for anything besides this little guy, we'll just get this out of the way. And as much as I care about all of these, I think I will just kind of leave them for now because they're not rightly important. Alright, so we have a couple more tires now, but we still don't have the bearings. As you can see, we need the bearings. So let's just leave a bit of this stuff laying around out here for the moment. We don't really need the buckets anymore at the moment. And I usually tend to eat the carrots, even though the beets are a little better. If you held the F button, it'll allow you to actually place the soil in bag form instead of individual form. So now, let's run down here to the other point of interest and we'll see what kind of fun we can find. Right. So as you can see, there is a little downhill slope. They've added a couple of trees over here to make it a little harder to see, but there's always, well, that could just be this map too, but this tile is all part of one tile. But there's usually 3 hay bats down here, and they tend to beat you up all at one time. There is one. Come on over, bud. Come on. Don't be afraid. You're fine. Right. One down. Comes another. Alright, so that's more metal, which we definitely needed. And again, there's always random chests, which is why we are here, hoping we can find what we need to build our car with. And we seem to be getting a bunch of seeds. What's up, bud? Component kits. Definitely gonna need a lot of those. What's up, bud? Sounds like there's another one outside, yep. Yeah, and sadly I did not bring my seat with me, which I should have, because it would have made things just a little bit easier. Had I brought my seat with, I could just connect it up to there by the chest and just hop up there. It seems I didn't. Now I gotta take the long way around. Yep, gather everything you can. Still no more bearings or anything. That's quite a bummer. Oh, there's a tire. That's good. We have all 4 tires. Now I just gotta make some bearings is all. That's not so bad. Alright. So now we can head back up the hill again. Make a few bearings, make a motor, finish putting our car together, and then we get to go find the mechanic station. We'll get that far and call this episode done. Maybe take a look around and see what the map looks like over that way. So I think we need, what, 3 more bearings? I guess I made 1 too many. Not a big deal. At least not that I'm concerned with. At a driver's seat, rotate if needed. Already done that, so now we just need the motor. Alright, now we take our connection tool, seat to the motor first, and then motor to the back wheels. And you will always need to rotate one of the bearings, so make sure they go forward. Then we take the steering to the top ones. And I believe you got to right-click both of them, which I can't believe they don't make that the right direction. Alright. Now, in order to add gas to the engine, you have to have it in your hotbar. Press E on the motor, and there we go. And we'll just, well, almost crank it up. And now, our little hot rod should be completed. I still hear that guy somewhere out here. Let's go check our one little flower plant that we had growing over here. Looks like it's grown, so we have another piece of food. Yay! Alright. So technically don't really need any of all of this. Well, maybe. Why not, right? This stuff is useful if you choose to use it. It's not really necessary. Alright. So now we have ourselves a little zoom zoom car, right? And before we go, we do have some inventory space, so just in case. The reason you want these is because it helps to make a stronger type of metal, which you will need in order to progress. And they stack 10 per stack, so space becomes slightly limited, and I'm not exactly sure how many they give out here because it's somewhat random as to what each tree will give. Usually between 2 and 4, so. Yeah, where are we at? We got a 1, so we could use some more. That's 3. Ah. That's 7. And 10. Good. Good enough. And if we need more, we know where to find it. It's out here or it's somewhere else. Alright, so let's drive ourselves forward onto making wheelies. Yeah. Alright, I can see we definitely need to reduce the horsepower just a little. Never really done a wheelie in a scrap car before, but then again, this thing is quite tiny. Usually I build them much bigger and start loading all kinds of stuff onto them, and just carrying the dang thing rather than trying to drive it, because these things do not drive well at all. And usually the wider they are, the better they are. As you can see, I'm just carrying the car because it's a whole lot quicker. And while I have it on the lift, alright. Now it's a little longer, it's a little more controllable. It's not all foolishly goofy. And we can probably even turn the motor up a little bit because we have more length to it. Which again just makes it all that much harder to control sometimes, but it's a lot smoother when it's wide like this. And then you just follow the road and you'll get where you are going. And you can use the C button to zoom back out further, and the X button to zoom in closer if you'd like. And that is the starting tile. From here, things get a lot more random. There's another guy over there picking flowers or something, I'm not sure. Almost always water to the left side. And here is a little point of interest, which we will stop at. You don't always find these on the way to the mechanic station, but when you do, they're good. I do not have the Fant mod in here at the moment, which means I'll have to update that. But usually there is some bags of soil, there's all kinds of wood, which wood is good. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alright. The main thing I'm always looking for at one of these is the toilet. Wow. It looks a little different than it used to. That's cool. Glad about that. Little minor updates and things. Basically, you want the soil, sometimes the seeds, not always. But this thing right here, this is gold. Yes, gold. like they made the stairs one step wider, which is nice. All right, I don't see anything else up here. Let's carry on. After we get rid of that. Well, so far, the additions to the tutorial kind of definitely help because there's a lot of people I know who started playing this and had no idea where to go, what to do, how to do it. So I have to give props to Axolot for the addition of a tutorial. I mean, the game's been around a long time. You would think a lot of people know how to play it, but there's always new players joining the game that don't really know this information. And this is very nice to see a lake right there by the mechanic station on both sides, even. What a deal! That means we can grow crops right across the street over there. Oh, there's another little greenie coming to say hello. And another one right over there where he's always at. Alright, find a way to activate the mechanic station. Alright, so this square here is where things drop down, so try not to park there. You don't want to get squished. And again, we need a battery, which will always be found in number 2. But before you go into number 2, it is wise to go into number 1 or 3 and sleep. So now you have a spawn point. If you die, you go here instead of all the way back to the spaceship. And one thing I like to do with the doors is if you push them open and then just take a block of wood. There we go. And now when you hit the door, it stops against that. And let's go see Uncle Al over here. Yeah, I knew that was coming. But there we go. We take care of Uncle Al. I name him Al because he's, well, if you've ever seen one of my older playthroughs, I put some art up here and his name appeared. Al. So I call him Al. I redecorated his whole house for him. Gave him a nice clean kitchen and everything. Little bathroom and yeah, you can sleep in his bed, but you wouldn't want to because he's always standing right here. Carpet kind of proves it, but he's an artist, man. He likes doing art. Got a pretty little horse, and yeah, he does cool stuff. So you'll come back in here a few more times. And then this one is identical again, just empty. And usually, right here is a chest. And every now and then it's underneath, but the other chest always spawns right between these 2 points. And there's always a tire right here, which is a good tire. But my inventory is full. Okay, well, it ain't going nowhere. But yeah, they usually alternate between this chest here and that chest over there, which is a good thing. And we have a walk. Walk, 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 walk. Which is a cow spelled backwards, for those who don't know. Ooh, and we got honey, beeswax up there, which is good. A lot of paint flowers. Oh, and we have a road back here. Nice. All right, well, let's go activate the station, continue the quest, and see what it says. It may tell us to go find the trader. Or it might tell us to build a craft bot. Quest completed. And now it's not saying to do anything. So up here, a craft bot is what you would want. So I need 5 more metal and 5 more circuit boards. And then I can make the monster creator. Yay! And since we need circuit boards, let's go get this little guy over here to give me one. Hey dude, what's up? That's one. And as always, right across the street over here is usually one. I see him. Hello. Alright, so that's a couple circuit boards closer. And we have a nice beach here. And occasionally there's a chest that'll spawn in there. We got a nice little peninsula here, which is good for growing crops on as well. Not seeing any more buckets on hand, but you know, lots of water. That's the starting tile area. Trader will be down that way with the packing station. All right. Well, we can start farming if we want. Ooh, this looks like a pretty decent spot. Oh yeah, 5 of them is good for now. Let's start with some beets, right? Why not? And as you can see, the direction doesn't completely matter. But you can see when it's red, it's too steep. All right, well, that's 5 of them. We can grab a bucket because we don't need all the buckets. And there we go. We have some food growing. Yay! But we still need some metal, and we still need some circuit boards and components. And I'm not really interested in taking the car, so let's just take a walk down the road. See who and what we can find. See if we can find some corn to get some milk. Yeah, looks like we have a couple of options here. It's always neat to see what kind of a world spawns in. Alright, that to me looks like the packing station. And that rock right there means the trader. So that is where we would have to go to find all that goodness. And I don't see any blue buckets around here. Always keep your eyes open for chests and corn and things and stuff. And I probably should have emptied my inventory before coming out this way, but you know, we're just messing around anyway. So looking for some more scrap metal and circuits. Well, if I would have followed the road, it would have brought me this way. Thirsty. And that is why we need to find some corn so we can find some milk. Half the fun is just seeing what kind of map you end up with. This one looks nice and flat. somewhat flat. Ooh, we got a burnt zone up there. That's good. That's good. I have to go super far for wood, for the burnt ember wood. Yeah, it looks like some kind of a party happening over that way. Betsy. Hey, Betsy. I see corn way over there. Want to go get some? You do? Well, go get it. Are you Betsy too? Hey. No. No picking on the walkuses. Silly goons. Oh, there's corn. Do we have room? We got some. That's enough. That's all we need. All right, well, let's go talk to Betsy over here. Yeah. All right, 3 pieces of corn gives you 1 milk. And I'm pretty sure that means I'm going to be out of inventory space. No, we'll be fine. Yeah, definitely should have left some stuff behind, though. No. Got another one for me, Beth? Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so here is the packing station. For those who don't know and are unaware, these signs tell you pretty much exactly what you need. On the back of your vehicle, if you have a chest with an output and a vacuum pump that can go left in or out, you put it into those areas there and hit a button to tell it to fill it up, depending on tomatoes and beets and broccoli and carrots. And 10 of those into there will package something that will shoot it out over to here. Load it up, take it to the trader, and yeah, just keep doing that till you get what you need. I hear him, but he's probably on the other side of the mountain. Not too concerned, because the trader is straight over that way. So we'll take a little hike over to the trader, see how he's doing today. Yeah? Uh-oh. Little greenie. Oh, and a party of people. My God. Oh, this is brutal. You guys can't all be doing that. No. Calm down, man. Yeah, see, just chill out, dudes. Yeah, picking on cows. Looks to me like there's another one over there that took out a walk. Blasted animals. Anyway, we saved one walk from imminent death. Hope it's happy. It's like an awful lot of foliages. Do we have room for more? Nope, inventory full. Okay, what do I have that I can drop? Definitely that piece. We'll just make do with that. Yeah, we don't want that. We want these. Corn is more important than that one little L-shaped thing that you can't do anything with. Oh, hey, you want some too? Nummy stuff, huh? And I'm pretty sure, well, I can see one way over there, but if you run around in the hayfields, you're usually going to find hay bots. Because they like hay, I guess. Let's go say hey to this guy who was picking on a walk who was not deserving of it. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Anyway, up here is the trader entrance. The tile is always pretty much the same look. Rarely, if ever, do you see anything different other than just the outside edges, which blend into the next tile. And that is the trader. There's usually no monsters in here. Robots, monsters, the same thing. And again, you just drive up with your pallets on top of that little place and push a button and it sucks them up, swallows them into somewhere that we've never been told where it goes. But we know it goes somewhere. Hello. Alright. And these are the items you can buy. And the spud gun is what you want, so you need some oranges and blueberries, which means to get oranges, you need 30 tomatoes to wrap up into 3 different things of tomatoes. And to get blueberries, you need the same for beets. So you have to grow the tomatoes into beets, and you gotta find a caged farmer. Which, yeah, depending on where they are, sometimes not too bad, other times not so easy. Alright, one too many. Not a big deal. And inventory is full again, so. And there's 4 ways in and out of here. There is this path, which goes up and over wheel take. There's a back entrance there, and there's also a back entrance out that side. I'm surprised there wasn't more quests, to grow the beets and the tomatoes and take them to the packing station and then take them to the trader, because that is the whole point of what you got to do in the end to get a spud gun. And once you get a spud gun, then the next mission is to find a warehouse. They could also take down a POI, cut down X many trees, get a drill some rocks. There's quite a bit more they could do, I guess, but is that a gold one? Ooh, it's a gold one. What am I going to drop to take? Soil bag, carrots, and a seat. Ooh, yes, a seat. Okay. What do I want to drop? What do I want to drop? What do I want to drop? I don't want to drop anything. I do have plenty of them. And the soil bag, well, it's 22 wood. Probably not the best idea to drop. I don't have a single of something. Let's do it this way. Let's grab the seat. Alright, inventory's full. Good enough. Oh, wait. Now, do I want the seeds or do I want that? I think the wood's a little more important. And that'll be there for next time when I return. And there's more of the firewood stuff, embers. Yeah, let's take a little different route here, see if we can find some enemies. They added bird sounds? Wow. Or maybe it just changed my ambient sound setting because I thought I had it turned down or off. But that's cool. I like that. Oh, hey, company. Lovely. Now I've had the Fant mods installed, but today after the update, it's not working currently, so I'll have to reinstall the Fant mod so I can continue some of my other worlds with what I was doing. And it seems this one was just a test to see what kind of fun they added, and I'm going to get my butt kicked by a TIG team up here. The Heartless Brothers. Okay, so I didn't die. Good deal. And clearly the road goes up the hill because there's a POI. Or a little roadside market thing. What a deal. Kind of a crazy looking hill to get up there, but you know, that's part of the fun. Let's see if there's anything else out back this way. Besides just a bunch of pigment flowers and not seeing much really. So there we go. We've made our rounds. Let's see if we got enough for a craft bot. We do. And here is the tool we've all been waiting for. All this stuff that we can make and do and use and okay. That's all Fant mod stuff that's currently not in here at the moment. So might have to wait for a new Fant mod update or just update the Fant mod and install it, whichever it takes. But yeah, we're gonna need a lot of stuff to make stuff with. So gonna need some metal, component kits, all sorts of fun stuff. But this map was more about just having fun and showing the update. And also this impossible to walk over sometimes. The Fant mod flattened it. So it's completely flat on both sides. Which doesn't matter on that side, but it does on this side. Which makes a big difference. And it's a small adjustment, but it's technically pretty huge. So anyway, this is a wonderful bit of fun and a quick little tip for some of y'all. If you come over here to the red spot, or the red thing, and you place 1, a 2, a 3, you can do 9 squares right here. Plant 8, 6, or 8 of them, depending on what you're growing. And then if you walk straight over this way to the sign, between the tree and the sign here, preferably closer to the sign just to be sure, but you could build another 9 plots over here and garden both at the same time without inspiring a raid. Base it on where you're at with your water source, whereas mine is right over here. You would want 256 blocks from here to your next plot, or from there to your next plot, etc. So it's not that hard to figure out. It's pretty simple, kind of basic math, or you just take 256 blocks and you build a long stick and you figure it out. It's not that hard. But anyway, I am pretty much done with this world for now. I may return. We shall see. And yes, you can go swimming. There is plenty of underwater amusement to be had. You will need these for glue. And then there's some black ones somewhere in here. I'm not seeing at the moment because it's dark out. But there should be some oil in here as well for making gasoline. Anyway, I have had my fun for the evening, and I'm thankful that you guys stopped in to watch to see what the new update brought, which is kind of just a tutorial starter to get you to here, which it left a few things missing that could have been added, but once you get the basics of the game and you start a new world, if you don't like the spawn you got, you know what to do. So it's actually not that bad to do it. So, till next time, thank you once again.